Hello students, welcome to my channel Classmate. I hope all of you have seen all the videos which I have already posted in my channel. So today we will discuss on a new topic, how to multiply any decimal number by 10, 100, 1000 or 10,000 or 1 lakh. So let's see. At first you just take one example such that 6.935. Then at first we want to multiply this decimal number by 10. Then what happens? When we multiply this type of decimal number by 10 or 100 or 1000 or 10,000 like this, then at first you just count how many zeros are there. In this case there are only 1 0. So the decimal point will shift to the right one digit. Okay, that means one place it will shift to the right. That means our answer will be 69.35. 69.35. Now you come to the second example. That means the same number, you take the same number 6.935, then you multiply this number by 100. Here also you have to same, that are very simple and easy method. When you multiply any number by this kind of number, at first you count how many zeros are there, 2 zeros are there, so you have to shift the decimal point 2 digit right. That means this point will come here. Okay, then our answer will be 693.5. Third, take the same example, 935 multiplied by 1000. Then what happened? Count how many zeros are there, 3 0. Then this decimal point will shift to the right this 3 digit. That means 6935. Then if you want to write down this, then you give the decimal point, you write down 0 here, otherwise it is no need to write down this. That means this number now converted into a whole number. Now students, let's see what happened in these examples. I have written, you just focus on the number 2. 2.57 multiplied by 10. What happened in this case? 1 0 is there, you have to shift the decimal point one digit to the right. So it will be 25.7. Now you come to the example 3. Here how many zeros are here? 2 0 are here, and you have to shift this decimal point 2 digit to the right. Then you can see only one digit is present. Now you have already learned that we can add the zeros. There will be no change in the values if you write down 27.5 and if you write down 27.50, or if you write down 27.500, then there will be no change in the values of this number. So what to do? You have to shift this decimal point 2 digit to the right, so you add 1 0 here, then you have to shift this, so the answer will be 2750, and the decimal point comes under this, so it is not necessary to write down this. That means this number now converted into a whole number. Now you come to the next math. 6.5 multiplied by 1000. How many zeros are here? 3 0. But after the decimal point only one digit is placed. So what to do? You have to apply the same thing. You can write down 2 0 here. Otherwise you have to shift this decimal point to the 3 digit to the right. So you can write down also 6 5, then you add 2 0. Then you add 2 0. That means if there are only one digit at the decimal part of this number, then you have to add 2 more 0 to convert this 3 digit. So our answer now 6500. Now I have taken 2 more example on this. 23.75 multiplied by 10,000. So what happened? Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 0 are here, but at the decimal part of this number only 2 digit are placed. So what to do? 2, 3, 7, 5. You have to add 2 0. Now it becomes 237500. Okay. Now you come to the next math. So I hope all of you understood this very clearly. If there are insufficient digits, then you have to add zeros. Okay. So you have to add 2 zeros here. Then you place the decimal point 4 digit to the right. So it becomes like this. Now you come to the next example. 1.62 multiplied by 1 lakh. Similar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 0 are here, but here at the decimal part only 2 digit are placed. So we have to add 3 more zeros to convert this. So 1, 6, 2, 1, 2, 3. That is our answer. So only when you multiply any number by 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 or 1 lakh or 10 lakh or 1 crore, you count how many zeros are there. Then you count at the decimal place how many digits are there. The number of zeros will be same. The number of the numbers which are written at the decimal place, it will be same as the number of zeros. So if there are the insufficient digit are placed at the decimal part of the number, you have to add the zeros to convert this. So I hope all of you understood this. Now students, let's see what are the properties of multiplication of the decimal number. So you can see I have already written the 2 decimal number 1.2 multiplied by 0.2. So at first we have to find out what is the product of this. So at first you just ignore the decimal point, multiply this 12 by 2, we get 24. Now you count how many digits are written. In the first number 1 digit, in the second number also 1 digit. So you have to place this decimal point 2 digit to the left. Okay. So our answer is 0.24. Now you have to multiply the same number 0.2 by 1.2. Only what is the change in these two cases? Only we change the order. Here the first number comes to the second place and the second number comes to the first place. So there is a change in the order of the numbers. So here also same 2 by 12 24, and you have to put this here. Okay. If you write down 1.2 multiplied by this, then that will be the answer. That will be the answer. So what happened? Here also you get the same answer. So from this we can conclude that if you change the order of the numbers, then also the product will be same. That means 1.2 multiplied by 0.2 equals to 0.2 multiplied by 1.2. Okay. So there will be no change in the product if the order of the numbers are changed. That is the first property. That is our first property. Now you come to the second property. You have already learned that in case of whole number 6 into 1, we get 6 itself, the number itself. So here also if you multiply 1 with any decimal number, we will get the same number. We will get the same number. Okay. So that is our second property. That is our second property. And one is called the multiplicative identity. Okay. when we multiply any number by any other number, if we get the same number back, then it is called the multiplicative identity. So here 1 is the multiplicative identity. So our product is 1.6. That is our second property. Now you come to the third property. You have already learned in case of whole number, 16 multiplied by 0, the product will be 0. Here also we have to follow the same thing. 11.6 multiplied by 0, the product will be 0. So when we multiply 0 with any decimal number, always the product will be 0. So that is our third property. So these all three are the properties of the multiplication of the decimal number. That is the first one, second, third. So I hope all of you understood this very clearly. Don't forget to like my videos and you must share these videos with your friends. And if you have not subscribed my channel, don't forget to subscribe it. Okay, all of you, thank you.